Ready? Fist tip.
Share it with the rest of the class, Justin.
I know.
You're on
He's
YouTube.
recording you. Okay, Thursday, 3-circuit Thursday. We've got our normal setup, 2, 2, 2. You can do a field lap or a street run in between each circuit. That's the way this is going to go today. So circuit 1 is in here. We're starting with burpee battle rope slants. Okay? So you're going to grab your battle rope. You're going to start with your burpee. I would grip your ropes like this so that when you go down into your burpee, it's a little easier to do your burpee from here. Okay? And then come back up, jump and slam. Okay? Go back into your burpee and then jump and slam. With this, when you're slamming that rope, inhale as you come up and exhale and really pull that belly button in, and you will get more core activation, and it won't just be a arm workout, okay? Jamie and I were just talking about how much all of this, every move is core. So, you've got 8 of those, then you're gonna go into a kettlebell high pull. So you've got 1 kettlebell, okay? Your feet are bilateral, shoulder width apart. You're gonna grab that kettlebell and you're pulling it up to here, okay? And then you're coming down. So here, when you bring it down, don't just round that back and those shoulders and drop it to the ground. Sit that butt down, keep your chest open, keep your back flat. And when you come up to here, stop at that neutral spine, okay? So stop here, squeeze those glutes, empty out that core, make sure it's nice and tight, and then come back down, okay? So this is a good one to go heavy and slow it down just a titch, okay? Because you can get to the point where you're doing it fast enough where it's just kind of momentum helping. Slow it down enough that at the top you feel that activation of the core and the glutes, and that as you're coming down, you're re-engaging those quads, and then you're coming up. So we make it a full body move. Then we've got supine leg raises. So we're lying supine. There's a few ways you could do this, okay? You could do this with your hands, behind your head, just making sure that that lower back stays on that ground as you go down and up. Or if that is too hard, go ahead and stick your hands just under your bum right here. Inhale as you go down, and then exhale, bring that belly button in even more as you exhale and use those lower transverse abdominals to help pull those legs up instead of just hip flexor. So it's an inhale down really slow, exhale as you come up. You've got 10 total of those. Circuit 2 is out on the field. We're starting with a transverse wall ball slam. So you're gonna have that wall ball on the side, okay? You're going to inhale, bring that core in, and exhale as you slam down to the other side, okay? Here, again, try not to just round that back and use that back to lift that ball. Keep that back flat, bend those knees, bring that ball up with that core, and then slam down. 10 total. So each one is a rep. Then you've got a rotational dumbbell press. So you've got that dumbbell, okay? If it's in my right hand, I'm gonna rotate to my left. So I'm here, okay? And as I press, I'm gonna rotate to this side, okay? I'm just rotating my back leg. My front leg, I'm rotating over so that my core is a little more engaged on this oblique, okay? And I'm stabilizing as I go to the side. I'm not arching my back. I'm pulling that pelvis in, pulling that core in nice and tight, and then rotating back around, okay? So this is another one that you can go heavier, but also slow it down and feel that connection of when I rotate and I support that weight overhead with my core and my glutes, okay? So you have 8 on each side. Then we go into a dumbbell windmill. This, you might want to have a lighter dumbbell. Windmills mechanically are kind of complicated, so I would rather you use lighter weight and do this correctly at the right pace than to try and throw up a ton of weight. This is one of those moves where it's probably better to go lighter. So you're gonna have that weight overhead, okay? Feet are kind of in a little more than shoulder width apart, nice and even. You're going to look up at that dumbbell, rotate that shoulder, go down to the ground, and then you're using that oblique as you exhale and bring in that core to come back up, okay? So you should feel this on the way up in that core. And then come up, back is in neutral spine, core is drawn in, supporting that weight overhead, okay? And then you're going to switch. So, that one, start out lighter, get yourself warmed up, get the move done correctly, and then if you want to up the weight, you can, okay? So you got 5 on each side. It doesn't sound like a lot, but that move can really burn out everything. So, then you're going to go to circuit 3, which is out on the field as well, and you're starting with 6 jump lunges. So you're here, okay? You're jump lunging, making sure you're sitting straight back into those hip sockets. You've got 6 of them, okay? Then you're gonna sprint back, or you're gonna sprint to the end and sprint back, and then do it again. 6 more, sprint, sprint. So you're gonna do it twice. So you have 12 jump lunges total, and basically 4 lengths of the field. Then you've got an alternating single leg plate crunch. So now we used our core with those leg raises. So now we've got our legs out. That plate's gonna go overhead, and then we're gonna crunch one leg in. Okay, you can keep your legs off or on the ground, but as you bring that plate in, crunch and exhale. Inhale and then exhale, and think about bringing those ribs into those hip bones and exhale, okay? You have 12 of those, alternating, and you guys can choose how you want to do the running again. You can do a field lap between each one, or you can do a street run between each one. It's up to you, okay?